NAF, proud broadcast sponsor of the Underwood Supreme Pony Championship.
Golden Tasset, and he's from the intermediate show hunter section, and he's ridden here by Olivia Bowen, and he's owned by Leo Bowen. So he was champion of a huge section of intermediates, both the show hunter pony type, the show hunter type, and the show riding type, which is a bit more like the hacks.
Just coming in front of the water jump there.
Again, showing a lovely walk that the pony can go from canter down easily into walk. This pony's going very nicely, this little horse rather. It's going very nicely. Seems to be very settled.
Seeing the gallop again, pushing on down the long side.
That's a super gallop. Very straight. Dare I say, did it just shy there at the... No, it's very straight. And came back very easily and lightly back into canter.
Great paces as well. Really fluid.
Lovely mover, yes, a lovely mover. Great paces.
I'm sure there's lots of nerves out there as well. It's bad enough for adults, but for children.
Absolutely. She's made a lovely job of that. You can't do much better than that.
It's a good start.
Absolutely.
It is a good start.
A great start. She made a super job of that, yeah.
Great finish there as well.
Just a bit of flamboyance.
I can do no more, I think that says.
Flamboyant to the end.
And now the DJ Skips Bolgate, British Show Pony Society's Supreme.
As a judge, is it more difficult judging children? Do you ever feel guilty? You're going to say no.
I am going to say no, because you just have to be
You've got to judge what is there.
Absolutely. You're judging the pony, not the child. The picture's lovely, but you're actually judging what's underneath the child, not the child. So, yeah. But the picture's lovely.
How could you say no to one like this? It's got pigtails and everything.
Because you have to be very firm and strong.
You're stern.
I am.
Great little show pony, this one.
Gorgeous little pony. This is the mini champion, and I'm hoping it's number 403. I'm sure it is. It's the winner of the lead rein section. So that came on to the mini championship along with the first ridden pony, and obviously the lead rein then won the championship.
I suppose you're a little bit more limited in your show when you're on lead rein, unless your dad can run really fast. Yes,
but it would be shocking if this pony broke into canter. They're not allowed to canter on, so don't run too fast, Dad, because we do not want this pony to canter.
No cantering today.
At this stage, definitely not. It is number 403. It's Seymour Lady Derby, owned by Mandy Birchall and ridden by Poppy Steadman. Now, Poppy, in the lead rein class, she's got to be 7 years old. She can't be more than 8 years old at the beginning of this year. So she'll be just a tiny jockey there, looking very smart on her lead rein pony.
And we saw her riding with one hand again there. So I suppose that's another way on a lead rein that you can kind of show off a little bit and say, I can do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you notice, so the handler, he's got the rein in a loop, so he's not dragging the pony along and he's not pulling it back. The pony's just doing its job on a very loopy lead rein, which is what we like to see as a judge, that the pony's just doing a super job and looking after the child on top.
Yes, exactly.
Got to be safe. Has to be a safe pony in a lead rein class, and indeed for the first riddens.
And with most of these ponies, could you actually take them off the lead rein and, eventually, and they'd become riding ponies, or do they go on just to be lead reins for other riders?
Some of the lead rein ponies will go into first ridden, but it's not so easy to get a pony who's used to going on a lead rein with somebody trotting by their side to actually go on its own into first ridden. Some of them do, but some of them don't.
So it sort of depends on the pony and
absolutely
its education.
Yes. Yeah. That was lovely. That was a lovely show.
Yeah, big smiles.
Beautiful pony. That's another thing. The children have to look happy, don't they? Riding their
exactly.
ponies. They have
They've
to
got
look
to
as if they're
enjoy
enjoying it. Yeah.
22 score.
So 22 score. We will give you all the scores that we can. Going on to 381 next, but the score for Poppy there of 22. This is the M&M, I think.
This is the M&M. This is the Connemara, the 8-year-old Sleeve Bloom Jill, owned by Lady Sue Huntington, ridden by Hannah Horton. They've got a few championships under their belt already. And Connemara ponies, of course, coming from the western coast of Ireland. On the Rocky region there, they originated one of our 9 native breeds of ponies here in this country, well known for their strength and athleticism. This is a beautiful Connemara pony. Very sure-footed because of the terrain that their ancestors had to trample over for years. And used to be part of the family over there in Ireland. They were used as pack animals. They used to carry the seaweed and the peat in baskets.
Oh, okay.
Not this one, obviously, but in the old days they used to. And on Sunday they would be harnessed to the trap to take the family to church.
I think this one may object.
I think he would definitely
It's
object
far too
to
pretty.
that. Far too pretty, yes. But now they're just beautiful ponies, very versatile. And they have lovely temperaments.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Really nice paces as well.
Yeah, super paces and temperaments. They make wonderful ponies. Good jumpers. They're just very athletic as well as being having lovely temperaments. Very trainable Connemara ponies.
Would you say that kind of this type of showing was easier to get into than perhaps dressage or jumping?
Oh, that's a very leading question. I don't think so. I think you still have things to beat. You know, whichever show you go to, whichever competition you're in, you still have to beat. The dressage horses take years and years to train. They don't need to get up to Grand Prix and the international dressage horses. We're talking about 10 years, aren't we? For
exactly.
And some of these ponies here are 4 and 5. So perhaps not the years of training would go into them. But I think the class is pretty hard to win.
They're tough.
Very hard in any of the equestrian disciplines, as we know, in any of them.
Nothing's easy.
No. That's why it makes it so special, though, when you're here in this ring, doesn't it?
That's why I'm sitting up here.
To fight hard. Well, not down there
and
riding.
Not down there, that's right, yes.
Next year.
Next year. I would definitely the cob. So that nice gallop there past the presentation party.
And this grey Connemara, it is sparklingly white, isn't it?
He is, yeah.
So white.
Have you got any secrets for anyone with white or grey horses? I've heard all sorts of washing up powder and special shampoos.
Oh, there are lots of special shampoos on the market, yes, for greys, for bays.
That's a fairly recent thing, though, that kind of companies have I think so. You know, back in, I don't know, the 80s or something, I don't think there was that many specialist shampoos.
I can remember putting those old... I can remember putting Dolly Blue bags in buckets of water. You know the old... You won't remember Dolly Blue bags.
No, I don't know.
They were like little bags of glue that whitened everything. We used to put it in the water to bath the horse and wash its tail.
There's a tip.
They've progressed from that. I don't think they sell them anymore. They're so old. We've progressed from there.
Well, the standard really is tough this year in the Underwood Supreme Pony Championship.
Yes, this is the show pony. Came from the 14-2 section, Lytton Enterprise. Owned by Joanna Price, ridden by Phoebe Price. Also won a few championships this year. And a beautiful pony. The pony classes, I was down there in the ring this morning with them. 30s, 30 in each class, huge classes, beautiful ponies. Beautiful ponies.
What's the atmosphere like down there? I haven't managed to escape the international ring yet, so I've not managed to
lots and lots of people there, lots and lots of people there watching the show pony, watching the pony classes, and the cobs next door.
Yep.
And in the other ring, adjacent to that, we've had the intermediate workers, and the Mountain Moorlands are in there now. So there are all sorts of great classes up there. Yeah, the rings have been going strong this morning since 7:30.
Oh. could have came before I ventured up here. I think it's important if anyone's coming to the Royal International to get out to those back rings because there is so much going on. There's also all the shopping, the food, the bars. It's a great day out. Spoke to Martin Clunes last year, and he's been bringing his kids here since, you know, kind of before they could walk.
Has he? How
he
nice.
Really enjoys coming here.
Absolutely. It is the most fabulous show. And we're lucky to have this amazing arena to ride in.
Oh, really? I mean, the amount of work that goes in here.
Wonderful international arena, yeah.
I was here for the Derby meeting, and we had daily monsoons every day. And they've done such an incredible job of getting it back looking, you know, pristine again.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Be just a little bit steady in the walk there. Kind of very slow transition there.
It was a slow transition, but the pony did nothing wrong, did it? That was a lovely show. Lovely show. Very nice pony, very light on its feet, flowing over the ground. Yeah.
So 23, the score coming in for that one.
Oh, one more than the lead rein pony. Just one more. It's going to be a very close. It's a very close competition, this, isn't it?
Sometimes that 1 point can be the difference, can't it?
Absolutely. This is the coloured pony. This was champion of the coloured horse section, a huge section again, with a horse section and a pony section. And this pony, this is Tambrook My Destiny, an 8-year-old, a skewbald pony, owned and ridden by Lucinda Farnborough. And this came from the large plaited section, pony section of the coloureds. And again, quite a few championships here, looking at the notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these ponies have won championships. In fact, all these ponies in this ring have won at least 2 championships throughout the season. It just shows the calibre of the ponies.
Definitely.
Here.
It's so high here at the Royal International. In terms of the breeding of these ponies, is that so important? You know, the kind of the lines, the sires?
The people who own the pony studs would say absolutely.
Yes, I'm sure.
But again, the coloured pony is more of a type.
Yeah.
It's luck really if you breed a lovely coloured pony. The breeding certainly of the show ponies is pretty important. They come from particular lines and they're exported all over the world. Our show pony lines to improve the ponies elsewhere. The Mountain Moorlands, the breeding is very important in the Mountain Moorlands because the Mountain Moorland, we want to keep the breed types pure. Okay. So you wouldn't want to cross a Connemara with a Welsh pony.
Sure.
You can, but not in the purebred classes. This pony here will be a purebred Connemara.
Purebred Connemara.
Yes. Yeah. So the people the native pony societies work very hard to keep the breeds as pure as they can and the conformational traits as pure as they can to that breed. But then there are a lot of crossbreed ponies as well who go out and do jolly well and go out and compete. And the hunters, the ponies here, some of them will have Irish influence. A lot of them will have thoroughbred influence. There was a time years ago when a coloured horse was just a gypsy horse, but not anymore.
Not now.
Oh,
no.
They are so popular. And the standard over the years has just gone over the moon. The standard's got higher and higher and higher until you see something like this here, which is a lovely stamp of an animal. Conformation-wise, it's lovely.
Really well put together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Holds up the 8 from Diane Lampard. 8, Ben McHugh. And 9 from Dana Walters. 25 scores.
25, I think that was.
Yes, I think that was 25 going into the lead, the coloured pony.
2 left to go.
Just a couple left to come forward then with their individual show. This is Zara Weir.
Yes, this is the working hunter pony. And last year, against all odds, actually, the lovely working hunter pony won the whole Supreme. It was the first time ever, I think,
Wow.
that a working hunter pony had won this Supreme. So there's no pressure here, Zara.
Zara Weir's had a very successful year as well, because she's been riding all different types of ponies out there. Won the 14-hand and the 15-hand, which I don't think's been done for about 20 years.
No, it was wonderful. I was actually commentating in that class. It was a wonderful class.
And she's only 13, this girl. She trains with like Susie Gibson up in the northwest of England.
Right. In fact, I wasn't commentating. I actually judged this class. So this is my champion here.
This one's got to win.
This has come from my area. Yes. This came from my ring, this champion. Oh,
it's gone through the water, showing a working hunter.
Clever girl. Just doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit different.
All the way from Scotland.
Absolutely.
So I think we're cheering for this one.
I think we might be. This is Beach Hall Ryan, another Connemara.
And then the gallop. And gallop on quite a long rein as well. Comes back easily. And are they looking at the way that the sort of rider's riding, or just the way the pony's going?
Just the way the pony's going, but of course that is hugely influenced by
yes.
by what's going on.
I don't think they're exclusive.
Yeah. No, they're not exclusive, but they're mainly looking at the pony. But
Di Lampard, one of the judges out there this afternoon.
7, Di Lampard. 7, David Walters. 8, so a total of 22 scores. 1 left to go. And it is the Lehman family Supreme Show Hunter Pony Champion.
So the working hunter ponies on 23 on equal marks. Interestingly enough, with the show pony.
So it's still the colour, Dan. The colour's still out in front at this stage.
I think so. Although I don't think we got a mark for the Mountain of Moorland. We didn't get a mark for that, did we? No. So next out now, this is the show hunter pony. This is an 8-year-old chestnut. This is Wolfalo Esperanto, owned by Sarah Reedy and ridden by Josephine Reedy. The show hunter pony, if you look, it's just a little bit stronger build than the show pony. The show pony you would like more towards the hack, and this more towards the hunter.
Okay,
so the show hunter pony,
perhaps?
yes,
Yeah.
sort of in the name, the show hunter pony. Chunkier, deeper, bit more bone, just a little bit more substance to it than the show pony. Still has to be equally as well mannered and go as nicely and be well schooled.
So they started looking for a pony that could go out hunting. Is that the?
Absolutely.
That's the key.
Yeah. So this pony is going to have to show a good gallop as well. That's part of its class. It has in the class. It would have to show a good gallop.
A good gallop.
Yeah.
Going to see the rein back there?
Absolutely, a rein back.
It was a kind of mini rein back.
And straight from walk into canter, showing.
That was a really nice transition upwards.
It was a lovely transition upwards, yes.
How much rein back would you want to show? Just a couple of steps?
Yes, I think 6 is pretty good. If I think in a dressage test it's between 4 and 6. I think,
sort of
so that's to show that you've really established it. And the horse. It's not so. It's quite a difficult thing. Certainly in the dressage world, it comes quite high up in the level of training to get the horse to rein back. It's not. You wouldn't start right at the beginning, but marvelous if you can teach a horse to rein back nicely. Yeah. And in the hunting field, of course, if you're out hunting, following the trail, you need to be able to rein back. You need to open gates, and you need to might back off a ditch or get round a tricky corner. You need to have a horse that'll reverse.
Yes, exactly. How do you teach them to stay straight in that rein back? Can you use a pole at each side? Or what's the best way?
I suppose you could.
Yes. Or against
Take
a
them
wall?
into
Or?
a pen. You would possibly teach them to start with against a wall.
Yeah.
But it's the horse has to be responsive to your legs. So
Yeah.
if
You
it
have to be able
was
to control
one
it.
way and you'd put your leg on and push it back. So gradually you would use your legs to keep the pony straight. Yeah. Oh, a 10.
Score coming in, starting with a 10.
A 10
an
from
8.
Mr. Ingall.
So total of 25.
25.
Underwood Supreme Pony Champion for the Dick Saunders Trophy. Congratulations to Olivia Bowen and Leo Bowen's Golden Casket.
Well, pulling forward our champion here for 2016 in the Underwood Supreme Pony Championship. She really will be happy with that one. It is 8.98 that takes the championship. Golden Tass.
Fifth place.
Golden Tasset there, I think. Yes.
Oh, Tasset was your
Couldn't see
writing.
the T, sorry. My bad writing, I do apologise.
I know it's Olivia Bowen, though.
Yes, Golden Tasset. It's the intermediate. That's marvellous. The intermediate champion. So this young lady, she can't be over 25.
Okay.
And this horse will be 15-2. Olivia Bowen up there riding, and Leo Bowen is the owner.
Michael and Pearl Underwood. Such tremendous
How wonderful.
of the world of showing.
I don't think she knows whether to smile or cry.
Oh, I know. I think she looks a little stunned, actually.
Yes, the emotion's certainly
fabulous.
big out there.
Yeah.
You can see that in the close-up.
That's wonderful.
But many, many congratulations.
Our
to
winner.
Intermediate champion.
Wonderful.
Receiving the Dick Saunders Trophy. So long, the director of showing here at the Longines Royal International.
Do we have a reserve in this, or is it just a pure champion?
This is just the champion.
Just a champion.
That's Mr. and Mrs. Michael Underwood there presenting their...
Golden Tasset.
They have good show horses of their own, the Underwoods, and I think Michael Underwood has event horses as well.
Okay, so really involved with the equestrian
Very,
sports.
very involved, yes.
That's the Dick Saunders Trophy we saw there.
Pearl Underwood congratulating, and Michael congratulating all the other riders.
Sammy Sykes.
You can see Di Lampard out there as well.
Yes.
Just down here.
Oh, yes.
To the breeders. But receiving the Gilly Davis Trophy.
You can see they almost put the rosettes on and then twist them round. So that's so they don't fall off on the way round.
Absolutely, because they've just got a little hook on, and unless you twist them round, they fly off. And notice now they don't rarely put the rosettes on the horses'
On the
bridles.
horses,
They tend to put them on their waist now. Sometimes you can find them on the bridle, and then you have to like wrap the tails around the
Sure.
headpiece so that they don't flap about.
Yep. Well, many congratulations to each and every one of them. As we said at the start of the competition, they've qualified all over Great Britain. They've then come here to the outer rings at the Longines Royal International Horse Show, making their way forward to the international ring and focusing on the working hunter pony there as we complete our lineup for 2016 in the Underwood Supreme Pony Championship for the Dick Saunders Trophy.
Well, very, very shortly we'll be walking the course for the
Huge thank you, of course, to all the judges out there. It's great to have so many experienced, knowledgeable judges.
the whole of show jumping started in
It is indeed. They've done a great job, haven't they? What a difficult thing to judge.
Yeah, I would not like to judge
What a
this.
difficult thing to judge. They've done a great job.
You see, I think we're just pinning on that sash. That's Francis Young, who's the assistant show director here at Hickstead, making sure the sash isn't going to fly off, because I think she might want a picture of this.
I think I saw a little tear being wiped away there.
Yes,
Did you?
as well,
Just
yeah,
a little tear.
yeah. Which is lovely to see.
Oh.
It means so, so much.
wonderful champion.
Here it comes
Well
then.
done.
The victory gallop, that lap of honour. And once again, many, many congratulations there. Olivia Bowen, she takes the title. She is your champion for 2016. I'm sure we might see her at Horse of the Year show as well.
I would think that's yes. That's a yes.
Yes. She'll be off to Birmingham in
Sure,
October.
she will be. Yes. very nice horse. In fact, his intermediate championship, that was the second year running that he's taken the intermediate championship here.
So consistent.
Yeah, he's already qualified for the Horse of the Year show. So
yeah,
he
he's
will
off
be
there.
he
he's
will
there.
be
We'll
going
see him
there.
there.
We'll see him there. Yeah. And now Supreme Champion. How fabulous. Wonderful.
And although I'm sure there is a little bit of disappointment from other riders, they'll still be happy, won't they? Having made it through.
Oh, to have made it to this. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Super, super pony.
So well mannered. It's gone beautifully, hasn't it? Hasn't put a foot out of place.
No.
It's flowed
Not
over
phased.
the ground. It's just done its job beautifully. They'll be thrilled to bits. And a very nice, very lovely pony. It's a horse, actually, isn't it? 15-2, it's a horse. It's a little horse, 15-2, yeah, but what a lovely picture that is.
It's a horse that wins the Pony Championship. So confusing, the world of showing. It really is confusing.
Good point. Lovely.
Well, the emotion continues as she makes her way down the centre line of the international ring here at Hickstead. The hand goes up for a final time. Even the show jumpers looking on the sidelines, giving them congratulations.
NAF, proud broadcast sponsor of the Underwood Supreme Pony Championship.